And welcome back. And before we talk about all the games on this afternoon, we cross to Dale Smyth for the under 18 segment. Here's Dale.
Yes, thanks, Dick. Belmont took a journey out to Winsley on the weekend and come out winners there, but they kicked 11 goals, 10-76 to defeat Inverleigh 85-53. I did notice that Inverleigh played 2 or 3 of their young fellas in their team side the weekend and played pretty well from all reports. But for Belmont Lions, as I said, 20-odd point winners. Jan kicked 4 and there were 7 other individual goal kickers. Vermeulen, Alexander and Renk, I think it is, Wrench maybe, was their better player, RENC. Goal kickers for Inverleigh, Muir with 3, Hill with 2, and their better players, Viles, Tarbert and Gavin. East Geelong, too good for Bellpost Hill, and 12-22-94, so plenty of shots at goal there. Defeated Bellpost Hill 3-4-22. Better players, or goal kickers I should say, Bolton with 4, Bowman 3, Elliott 2, Stoop, Collins and Boyle were their better players. And for the the Bellpost Hill side, Lunn, Rose, Mooring and Martinu were the goal kickers. Best players, listen to this: Smith, Sparks, Jones.
Smith, Sparks, Jones.
Do you reckon that's a good line?
That's hysterical.
Right. Thank you very much, Dick. Corio versus Werribee. I spent a lot of time on that.
Yes.
But actually, that was a way of putting the thing.
Sparks, Jones.
Corio 11-9-75 defeated Werribee 6-9-45. Wright with 3 for Corio. Taylor, Patford and Scott 2 each. Better playings Manning, White, Lane. And Camilleri J was their major goal kicker there for the Werribee side. There was 4 individual goal kickers. Better players Blade, Beale and J Camilleri. North Geelong, the Magpies, undefeated still. 16-10-106 defeated Geelong West and Joey's 1-2-8. Kingwell with 7, Podner and Willoughby 3. Better players Fisher, Phillips and Ray. Bushell, the sole goal kicker for Geelong West. Better players Barber, Marino and Morfitt. And the Tommy Tigers, they had a win. Unfortunately, the scribe, I forgot to put down the actual score, but I think they ran out comfortable winners there. T. O'Neill kicked 4, Moore, P. O'Neill and B. Lovett kicked 2. And the better players T. O'Neill, P. O'Neill and B. Lovett. Goals for Winchelsea, there were 5 individual goal kickers out there, but they're better players Hobbs, Altamari, Wilson and Dunkley. So the North Geelong boys, mate, they remain the only undefeated side, but Belmont Lions, the big improvers this year and going on very nicely.
Oh, very good. Thanks, Dale. And of course, Dale's underrated segment will be back again next Saturday morning after our first break. Well, it's on this afternoon out at the Gun Club. It is the 94.7 match of the round. It's the Winchelsea Blues and they're a bit out of form at the moment. They take on the rampaging North Geelong Magpies after their sensational last quarter burst last week at the Church Street Oval. Smithy, tell me, how far will North Geelong win by?
Well, I think they can win, Dick, on current form. The big factor here will be that if they can keep Winchelsea pretty scoreless in the first quarter, because that seems to be Winchelsea's better start to the day. They had kicked 7 against 2 weeks ago. Anarchy, thank you very much. And they kicked 7 against Thompson on Saturday. But from there on, they don't seem to kick too many goals, although I think Thompson and overrun them in the last 2 or 3 minutes of that game, so that was a close contest. I suppose you've mentioned today now with Briggy kicking 12 and the nephew Elsie kicking 9.
Did I mention that, did I?
Yeah, I think you have mentioned it once before. I think they're the 2 blokes that they've got to contain. They've got a few other blokes up forward, young blokes that can kick some goals for them. Marley Swain, you've spoken about him, Dick, and by all reports Frank's pretty happy with the way he's going, which allows a bloke like Swinnerton to go back and play in a key defensive role. And I think that probably suits North Geelong a lot more. Matheson's still at full back. As I said, he's the first bloke you pick every week because he's just reliable. He's going to get the big job out there. As I said last week, it would have been Josh Hogarth that went to full forward. He kicked 2 or 3. I think they've got their work cut out from the locals. As I said, they do start very well, but as the game wears on, sides have been wearing them down. North Geelong have big quarters, and if Winchelsea can limit those big quarters, then I'll give them a chance. But at this stage, North Geelong Magpies for me.
Jake, something I did say when we were off air before was the biggest problem North Geelong have got is their third quarter fade-outs. Now, they faded that in against Werribee Central's round 1. They did it against East Geelong and came home and kicked 11 goals and lost by 9 points. And last week against Geelong West, they actually faded in the third quarter again, and there was only 3 goals into the 3-quarter time. They can't afford to do that against these stronger sides, can they?
Yeah, I suppose you're right, but then I guess you've got to look at the fact that they've kicked 10 more goals than any other side in the competition at the moment, so they're obviously doing something right. Their last quarter's always been strong, and I guess if you're making up for those third quarter lapses with 10 plus goal last quarters, then you're doing something right. I don't think they'll have to worry too much today against Winchelsea, who've got their fair share of injury worries and form's just starting to slip there from the Blues as well. as Dale said, the key for Winchelsea to be getting anywhere near this contest will be stopping Briggy and Elsey up forward, which is easier said than done. Jed Hogarth will probably be an influential player for Winchelsea once again today, you know, looming across half-back and just trying to... He's pretty much the player. They'd love to have 3 Jed Hogarths, one playing down back, one in the middle and one up forward, but obviously that's not possible. But I personally think that North Geelong will probably win this one pretty comfortably today. The only thing going in Winchelsea's favour is probably the fact that they don't have to travel.
Did I happen to mention, guys, too, the goal-kicking coach, the forward coach at North Geelong is one and only Rod Legs Boothroyd, a 100-goal full-forward veteran. Did I mention that?
No, you haven't.
I thought I just might bring it up. You impressed with that?
Leeds is a very good player. And,
Absolutely.
I have played against him before. And
how many goals did he kick against you?
I can't remember, and I won't say anything for you. But look, he's got the right skill. And as I said, look, it's just about process. And I think if he's doing the right thing, because he's proven at it, I think he must be teaching the right thing, these blokes the right way.
Yep.
But we saw Briggy in league day. He was sensational in the goal he gets. He doesn't miss once he gets the ball in his hand.
Yep.
You know, anything from 40 outs, almost a goal.
He's a very unlikely looking full forward too, isn't he?
Well, he's not the best looking footballer you've ever seen going around.
Well, neither was I, but I could do anything. You know.
Well, I can understand that, where that's coming from, Dick. But, yeah, no, look, he's one of those laid-back sort of blokes,
Yep.
and wears the strides halfway down his backside and all the rest of it, but when he gets out and plays footy, he can play.
Absolutely. And the good thing about last week was Toddy Elsey also, who has been struggling a little bit, Toddy, but he really came to the fore, and they actually took Briggy off at three-quarter time, or just after three-quarter time, and young Toddy absolutely came to the fore, and he was kicking it from everywhere. And the good thing about Toddy Elsey is that when he gets it, he is one of the best kicks in local footy.
Well, he's one bloke that he was probably their go-to man prior to Briggy arriving, so
Yep.
he's been doing a lot by himself, and he might have been, with Briggy sitting beside him, he mightn't have been able to work out what he's supposed to be doing, so that might have come to fruition now with Legs working with these two blokes. I'm talking about Legs Boothroyd again here.
Yep.
They may have worked themselves out, who's doing the leading, who's doing the stay in the goal square stuff, so you might find that match-up, or the two of them might work better as the season goes on.
Yeah, it should be good, and because at the rifle range today, it'll be a fantastic afternoon. Have a great afternoon to you out there, don't you worry about that. And between the gunshots, it'll be a fantastic game. If you can't get out there, folks, tune your wireless into, that's a bit of an old-fashioned statement, the wireless, ain't it? Tune your radio in to 94.7, The Pulse, your home of country football, from 1:30 this afternoon, and hear an absolute magnificent call from the boys. We're going to take a short break. When we come back, we're going to talk about all the other big games on this afternoon, and trust me, folks, there's some beauty. So back after this.